Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another episode of the In My View podcast, everybody. And today we're going to, before I start, please like, share, subscribe, and comment under the video. If you like the video, you can share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so whenever I upload a new video, you'll be able to, to get notified and you'll be one of the first persons to watch it. So, we're going to talk about the derby, that is, why am I calling it the Manchester United derby? The Manchester derby that will be coming up this Saturday. Man U versus Man City. How will this game go? I will give my predicted 11 for both teams. I will give my predicted scoreline, and of course I'll be talking the tactical side of the game. So, let's go into the predicted lineup for the home team. And that will be coming up on the screen right now. As you can see, I am going with the regular team that Ten Hag normally puts out. Eriksen in the middle of the park with Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. Up top, we have the three. Marcus Rashford, who is on fire. Anthony, and through the middle, we're going with Anthony Martial. In the back line, I'm going Wan-Bissaka. I'm going Martinez, the big man himself on the back, Varane, and the inform slash left back slash everything you want, Luke Shaw. So that is the predicted 11 for Manchester United. And I'm going to try to do what persons have been trying to do for years and still get it wrong. So I might even get it wrong. If I get it right, then hopefully my predicted result will be right. The predicted lineup for Man City. I'm going with Edison in goal. The back four of Lewis, the youngster, excellent on the ball. I really appreciate his footballing ability. I'm going with Akanji, John Stones, and Ake on the left hand side at left back. In the middle of the park, Ilkay Gundogan, Rodri, and Kevin De Bruyne. And the front three for Man City, I think he's going to go with Mahrez, Erling Haaland, and Jack Grealish. So those are the two predicted lineups for me in terms of the Manchester United derby. The Manchester derby. For those who don't know, I'm a Manchester United fan, so forgive me please for saying the Manchester United derby. Forgive me. The Manchester United derby. What color will Manchester be? And of course, the managers of these two teams, what tactical game plan do they have? Pep Guardiola, in his press conference, said he has ridiculous thoughts of what to do in this derby. He has ridiculous thoughts of what to do, or what lineup to put up, or what tactics to use. Now, when our manager says he has ridiculous thoughts, I mean, we have seen Pep Guardiola in a Champions League finals play without a CDM. We have seen Pep Guardiola played Rodri at centre half. We have seen Pep Guardiola recently play Kyle Walker in the back two. We have recently seen Pep Guardiola played against Arsenal and played Fernandinho in a double role, operating as a centre back and also as a central midfielder. So if he says he has ridiculous thoughts, it means that one of two things can happen. Pep Guardiola, for me, is one of those managers who tend to twist the truth in terms of his team selection, when players are available, stuff like that, and he tends to get away with it. Persons don't look deeply into it, but he tends to lie then and say, well, this player is not available, or this player can't play until that time, and you see that player just pop up. So when he says he has ridiculous thought, is he trying to throw off the Manchester United coach to thinking, wow, what will he be coming with? Again, he could be telling the truth, and he's coming to play with Kyle Walker in goal, or some madness like that. I mean, that's Pep Guardiola. Is what you call a mad genius in terms of football. His attention to details. I mean, his record proves it that he's an excellent coach, probably the second best coach of all time. That's another debate. But he's really a tactical genius. But sometimes Pep Guardiola tends to overthink it. And I think if he goes ahead and do some tweaking, he's overthinking what he's supposed to do in this game. Because, and this is why I say that, on the opposing bench, you have a manager who is stuck in his way. He believes that this is the way we should play and this is the way we'll play. So once his players are fit and on form, this is the way they will play, and there's no adjusting to that. There is no adjusting to anybody. So it will be the same mindset that the Manchester United team is coming out with, like what got them beat 6-3 in the Manchester Derby, in terms of last Manchester Derby at Manchester City. Home or away, Eric Ten Hag thinks one way. We control the game on the offensive end. We control the majority of the football, and we dictate play. Now, it's easy to do that against Burnley or Everton team, but when it comes down to Manchester City, who keeps the ball well, you leave yourself exposed in the middle of the park with Bruno Fernandes and Eriksen and Casemiro. However, this is the way they will play. It's a very dangerous mindset, but it's also a mindset that can, push you further. Now, if Bruno Fernandes, Eriksen, and Casemiro turns up in this game, have a wonderful game in terms of all players getting 8 or 9 out of 10, Manchester City is in trouble, because on the left-hand side of Manchester United attack, there is a man who is in absolutely flying form, and that man is Marcus Rashford, looking confident in front of goal, looking like if he gets a chance, he's not snatching at it like he used to. He's putting away it with authority, with confidence, and also up top is Anthony Martial, who normally have a very good game against Manchester City. So there's plenty of things for Pep Guardiola to worry about. But when you have a Manchester City team and you have the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, and you have the likes of Erling Haaland, and you have the likes of Riyad Mahrez, offensively you can hurt this Manchester United team, Manchester United has been very good defensively. However, there was two games in the past 10 games that I'm going to point to. Those two games were Aston Villa at home and Aston Villa away. And this player that I'm going to talk about absolutely ran a riot against Manchester United team, and that is Leon Bailey. Us Jamaicans know Leon Bailey. Very skillful, very fast. And I'm thinking, if I'm Manchester City and I have players who are 10 times as good as Leon Bailey, and that player is Riyad Mahrez, I can say to Mahrez, get this ball and drive at the Manchester United backline. I think if you try to drive at the Manchester United backline, you have a chance of, getting something out of the game. Well, not at Wan-Bissaka, but especially at Luke Shaw. And you have a man in the box who can put chances away. Teams that play against Manchester United normally get chances and they don't take them. Everton got their chances and did not take them. The previous league game, I can't recall I think it was Nottingham Forest, got their chance and did not put it away. But Erling Haaland is a get one, score one type of player. So you can get at this Manchester United team just as though you can get at the Manchester City team. We saw Southampton running at them, pressing them, and all of those things. So both teams have chinks in their armor that the next team is fully equipped to deal with and fully equipped to expose. So now, how do I see the Manchester United derby going? I see the game going in Manchester United favour. Not because I'm a Manchester United fan. I just think that there's a good vibe at Old Trafford right now. Excellent team at home. And I think that the 6-3 that Manchester City gave Manchester United will be on the players' mind, open to get revenge, open to give joy to the fans. And I think that the key players for the game, the Kevin De Bruyne's, the Ilkay Gundogan, I think for Manchester City, those players are slightly off form. I also think that Kyle Walker not being in this game, Marcus Rashford being in excellent form, I think it will be very difficult for young Lewis to stop. With the speed that Marcus Rashford have, the directness that Marcus Rashford has, very hard for young Lewis to stop him. So I think Marcus Rashford will extend his goal scoring streak. I also think that Manchester United defense will not stop Erling Haaland. So I'm looking at probably a high scoring game. I'm thinking either 3-2 or 2-1 in favor of Manchester United. Big game, call for big players, and Casemiro, Varane, those players are big time players. So we'll be looking at what they can do in this game. But big games also calls for proper coaching, proper changes, proper tactics. So we'll see what will happen in the Manchester United derby. If you have a predicted lineup, please to drop it in the comment section. If you have a predicted scoreline, please to drop it in the comment section. This has been the In My View podcast, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Thank you so much for listening to the In My View podcast.